Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video with THEBITBLOND, the craziest blonde in the world about crypto. Let's get straight into the content today. But before, I will just do my quick disclaimer. None of this content is a financial advice. You must, as always, do your own market research. Please, let's get straight away into what is the latest on a Bitcoin today. And I want to share my screen with you. Let me know if you can hear me and how is your financial life going, boys. That's a joke that I always do, innit? Um, okay. So the current price of Bitcoin is sitting at 115k point 963 at 11:44 Dubai time. Okay. Currently Monday US market is still closed. It takes a while to open from this side of the world, so we still have to wait on the 4 hourly time frame to confirm what could potentially play out. And if you are longing since 112k, and I made previous videos before about this, if you are longing from this deep area, congratulations. If not, it's a next time opportunity soon. We might open a new deep soon, or it might continue to go up. So if you haven't longed yet, I do not advise you at all to open a new long position now, because it's no point to catch something in a mid-range, especially if you don't have any great entry. If however we play out a new entry today on the 4 hourly time frame, it could be an interesting one for you to long. Otherwise, I wouldn't long. I would just wait to close the resistance level once more and wait on the next opportunity. Sometimes you have to wait, sometimes you can't place trades, and I even spoke about it on my previous videos yesterday. Okay. And yes, let's move to coin market cap, the latest article. Let me share my screen with you. And yes, guys, if you haven't seen the video, just go ahead and watch the video that I made yesterday about sometimes we do have to wait for opportunities to play out. Some trades can take up to 3 weeks. Sometimes I don't trade. It really depends. You don't have to trade every day. You don't have to catch everything. However, let's go straight into the latest article about Bitcoin. Bitcoin trader says that time to pay attention to 115k BTC price, and this is where the mid-range sits today on the 4 hourly time frame. Okay, Bitcoin lacks momentum into the weekly close as a trader says. Now is the time to pay attention to BTC price behavior ahead of the Fed rate cut decision. And the key points are Bitcoin drifts towards 115k into the weekly close ahead of the key macro week. BTC needs a weekly close above 114k to stay bullish, analysis says. Market are convinced that the Federal Reserve will cut interest rate next week. The current price of Bitcoin is still at 150k, 890 at this right moment. Circle weekend lows into Sunday's weekly close ahead of a major week for crypto and risk assets. And this is the screenshot provided by Cointelegraph and TradingView. Time to pay attention to Bitcoin price. Here we have data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView show that BTC USD dropping towards 150k. The pair avoided major volatility after the weekly last Wall Street trading session, during which it hit 160k point 800, its highest since August 2023. Particularly, a price is being walked down, where yet again going into a week. Popular trader Skew summarized about the latest BTC price action in part of a post on X. Skew flagged the some pretty decent bid, deep and liquidity just below 150k on the exchange order books. Time to pay attention, he concluded, and left the screenshot. If you like, you can just open it and have a look yourself. Provided by Skill. I believe that's the name, on X, continue market participants remain cool on the short-term outlook, with popular trader and analyst Red Capital taking a step-by-step approach. The goal isn't for Bitcoin to break 170K in the short term, he explained in his latest X post. The goal is for Bitcoin to reclaim 140K into support first. So, as I mentioned, we could have another dip into 140K, which could become support or even a bit lower to be fair. And that would be a new entry for you if you haven't opened a long yet, because that would enable the premium buy necessary to get price above 170K later on. So on the 4 hourly time frame, we could see this potentially new dip here, and you can go back to the previous part where I'm explaining on the graph what could potentially happen to. And here's the BTC USD screenshot by Red Capital provided. And yeah, we all wait on the US market to see what is going to play out today. Red Capital was among those ultimately seeing new all-time highs during the current bull market, arguing that Bitcoin could not have topped out at 124,500. A weekly close above 114K would be bullish, and he added on the day, market stayed dead set on Fed rate cuts. The coming week's main focus was the US Federal Reserve decision to interest rates. As Cointelegraph reported, markets anonymously saw policymakers cutting rates by at least 0.25, broadly supportive US macro data print cement that conviction. In its latest market update on September 11, trading firm Mosaic Asset Company was optimistic about the outlook for risk asset in the Q4 and beyond. The combination of improving leading indicators, ongoing loose financial conditions, and a strong market breadth that could include participation by cycle industries favor an ongoing economic expansion. In my opinion, its author wrote and mentioned that support the earning outlook, which is ultimately good for stock price. At the same time, the Fed is set to resume rate cuts that could make for an excellent trading environment into the next year. And here we have the screenshot. You can go and have a look yourself on the data provided by the CME Group Fed Watch 2. And that's what we have for today. Actually, the latest on a BTC. We kind of waiting on the um, next support momentum, which is going to be potentially a deep where you can play a new long position if you haven't entered yet. As I mentioned, sometimes all we have to do is wait, really. So it's still very early here where I am, and let's see when the US market opens what Bitcoin will play today. And it's Monday, so we all have a lot of expectations for this week in the crypto markets. And however, I am attending Dubai Blockchain Live Forum 2025. I will leave the link down below if you want to grab a crypto coffee. Just DM, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much. Bye bye.